One thing that we do every year is we look at our assessments and we look at our databases and we say, uh, have the statements and have the information that we've been using over the last few years, has it changed? Are we becoming outdated? Are there ways that we can improve it? One of the things that we're working on currently is actually combining different assessments, so taking behavior and motivators, and how does a behavior affect a motivator, or how does a motivator affect the behavior. We're going to be doing the same thing next year with EQ. How does behavior affect your EQ, and how does EQ affect your behavior? Absolutely. It's really important that CEOs and political leaders and just leaders in general today understand that people are a critical part of the organization or the society, and the better you understand people and you understand the emotion involved and the things that cause emotion, uh, the better you can lead, the better your organization is going to be from the standpoint of productivity and performance. It's really look at what your most valuable assets are, and people is right at the top of that list. So you need to continually invest in your people in order to have them develop and become more productive all the time. Well, I think one thing to start with is that the place that the economy is today, and one challenge that we've had is to produce more with fewer employees for customers who demand more for less. And when you look at that quote, it really is worldwide that that's the case. In terms of what are we seeing market-wise, the United States is our largest market, and we have a lot of success there with these tools. Uh, but Europe in general has been very, very successful for us. Latin America has been very successful for us, and then places like China and Asia are some of the emerging markets, but it isn't, it's more, they're still kind of in the infancy stage. They're not necessarily maturing and at that point where they're ready for a lot of assessments at this point, but it's getting close, and they're starting to grow in that situation. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to employ the tools and use the things. And first of all, we definitely, everybody we hire internally, we create a benchmark for the position, and then we hire people based on the benchmarking process. In terms of marketing, absolutely, you can write product advertising and marketing pieces for the different behavioral styles. You can write marketing pieces and postcards and letters and even emails to the different drivers or different motivators for different individuals. Even when we're marketing for employees, the way you write the ad that goes onto the website or in the newspaper or wherever you're marketing people, the type of person you're looking for, you can write that ad to attract that type of person. So it's something that you can use in everyday life, from marketing and employment ads to public advertising with magazine ads and different things as well. So it applies to a lot of places. Well, when you benchmark a job, you really are letting the job talk. So if the job could tell you what type of behavior would be successful in it, what type of motivation the job could provide, what type of personal skills it needs, it's almost like if you could build a robot to do the job, what would you put in the robot? So by gathering all of that out and the key performance indicators, of a job, then you can create a benchmark. And when we look at a job benchmark, we look at the same factors for the individual. So we're looking at 55 factors of the job, 55 factors of the individual, and then you're blending them together and saying, do we have a good match? And are we comparing the right person to the right position? What what our assessments and our reports and even the job binders that we can create do for HR is they really make their job simpler, because it allows you to take a very specific job benchmark with very specific key accountabilities or key performance indicators, and from that you can create job descriptions. You can have an actual job binder, as I mentioned, which would include what the job requires, the job benchmark reports, the key performance indicators, job description, and then it would also include the personal assessments for the people in the job. So you really have all of this information right at your fingertips. Sure, I'm always open to travel. It's a great country. I've enjoyed it. So I've been here during the hot time in the summer, and now it's been a little chilly in the winter, and maybe come in the spring or the fall sometime and see the different climates and maybe different parts of Russia.